So I want to ask you, I know one of your genius is you help female leaders to shift their mindsets. So then they really can be elevated to the next level, advance to the next level in their career. What would you say some common, not necessarily mistakes, just common mindset that's it before they work with you?
To your point, there are a lot of limited beliefs that I see. And it plays out in, I don't have enough of something. I don't have enough education. I don't have enough experience. I don't have enough. And often that lack mentality or that lack mindset often plays out into their ability to seek help as well. Because it's like, if I exhaust resources on this, I won't have enough for something else. So we see that a lot. There is also this, they're spirits to me. All these things are spirits to me. But there's like a spirit of doubt, self-doubt, and a spirit of procrastination that we see. Imposter syndrome, like all of these things, right? And they really come to destroy our dreams and our desires and our purpose, right? They really come to it. But Kelly, I will tell you that the thing that I have been really championing over the last few months, probably since September, is all about fear. Because when you boil it down, whether it's self-doubt, imposter syndrome, any of these things, they all come back to the root cause of fear.
And what would you say, what caused that fear?
I think it's not understanding the dominion and authority that we have.
Okay.
Because I believe that as a Christian, I have dominion and authority over a lot of circumstances and a lot of situations, just because God said so. And I have the ability to say, I can bind whatever I want to bind. I can loose whatever I want to loose. And so I can bind procrastination if I want to. I have to understand that I have the authority to. And I think sometimes it's that mentality. I think it's also fear. It's based upon competition sometimes. I won't have the business she has, or I won't have the career, but it's like, what God has for you is for you. Your purpose, your assignment is for you. But it's not understanding your connection to the kingdom. I think that's where it goes left for a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree. I think if we really boil to really the bottom line, that we do have the intimate relationship with God. And if we really solid his word, then that's why you say that we will really understand the authority, the right dominion we have. And we understand that, of course, life circumstances always happen, right? But again, I think, I don't remember who said this, but say problem rarely is a problem. Any problem face rarely is a real problem. But it's how we look into the problem.
Absolutely.
It's a problem, right? It's where the mindset thing. So if I ask you, say, let's say when now they are the female leaders that came to you and you found out they have this limiting belief and the root of fear. So what is required for them to do or to change in order they be able to elevate to the next level?
They have to change their focus. And I have an acronym for focus that we use. The F is all about being fearless and thinking futuristically, because we have to understand that the enemy comes to change time. And if he can change time, then he can change your purpose. So I already have to think forward thinking about where I'm moving in my purpose, right? And I can't be afraid of where I'm going. You can be nervous, but I don't need to be afraid. So that's part of the first part. Then I have to be able to oppose the opposition. I know that the opposition is there because, Kelly, you and I both know that as we go into different realms and different dimensions, as we go higher, then the attacks are. So when we know that we have to be an imposter to oppose the opposition, we have to be ready, right? And if you stay ready, I like to say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right? If you stay in the word, you don't have to worry about it, right? You understand what things are under your feet, what are above your head. You understand that you can call on legions of angels to help you. You understand that, but you have to be in a position where you're opposing the opposition. Then you have to be able to challenge yourself and to really concentrate, really get dialed into where you're supposed to go, get dialed into your work, not your job. Because this is where I think people get it twisted, because a job is not but tasks and duties. Your work is tied to your purpose and your potential. So it's like you need to concentrate on those things. And then the U is all about understanding the assignment. We all have an assignment. So this is when you need to get an understanding of what your assignment is. Because if I understand what my assignment is, and you bring this into corporate world, whenever I think it was Jack Welch that said you need to pull in people when they understand that they're a piece of the puzzle, then they can buy in a little bit better. When they buy in, then they can execute. Well, you have to understand your part of the assignment. You have to understand how you fit into the kingdom, how you leading whatever it is. You have to understand that. And then the S is all about shifting. You have to shift. You have to shift and you have to move, because every time in my own life, whenever I've moved from one level of leadership to another, it required a different set of mindset. It required a different mindset for me. I had to be renewed in my mind constantly, which means that I have to be able to shift. So I would say, to answer your question, they got to focus. You have to focus in order to elevate.
I love that. Can you remind me what's F?
F is thinking futuristically and fearless, being fearless.
Yeah. And then she also means that O is to be able to oppress your enemy. And then C is to challenge.
Challenge and to concentrate.
Challenge and concentrate. And then U is to understand your assignment. And then S is you need to be able to shift. And if you like this video and this episode, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share with others so more crisis center leaders have the opportunity to consume this type of valuable content. Before I go, I just want to remind you that you can click on the screen to go to the next business growth videos, and I will see you in the next episode.